feel like I hear footsteps. I'm backing up. They got like sonar and shit. I got the bow. I'm with you. Two dead. Hey, he's pushing bomb room. He's low. I got another light. It's just one guy's. He's literally 1 HP. Nice. Season 3 of the finals has landed, and while I have been having an absolute blast with the new season, with the new map, the new game modes, the new specializations and weapons, there's a major problem moving forward with the finals. Now, the main issue that I'm referring to revolves around ranked. Now, for those of you who don't know, they completely changed the way that ranked works in the finals. It used to go for its normal cash out tournament mode, which is how the game was fundamentally built. It was built around this entire mode where you have a vault, you have cash, you insert it into a cash out station. It's 4 3-man teams, and there's a bracket. You win each bracket, you go to the next bracket. There's a total of 4 brackets until you get to the finals. You play against the last team, and whoever wins that wins the entire tournament. There was an entire community based around, this ranked cash out setting, this environment. And now that's been drastically changed. We're playing Terminal Attack, which for those of you who are unfamiliar with that, we're looking at a CSGO, a Valorant style, a search and destroy style of game mode where there's 2 teams, it's round based. Once you die, you don't respawn until the next round. There's a bomb, you have to plant it. There's an offense and a defense, you switch sides. It's a total 180 from how the previous 2 seasons of Ranked have operated in the finals. Some of you might be wondering, well, gee, Zeno, what's the big deal? CSGO and Valorant, those are some of the top performing games. Those games do extremely well. And while they are great games, they don't fit the playstyle for everybody, including myself. I don't particularly like those games. I think they're a little bit on the boring side. If you die, you have to wait to respawn. There's, you're waiting, you're holding corners, you're being extremely patient with how you go about the gameplay. Like I said earlier, that's a complete 180 from how Ranked used to play. Ranked, obviously there was strategy to it, but it was a lot more action-packed. You're running and gunning. It's got a little bit of a team deathmatch kind of feel to it. There's third-party fights. There's rotations. There's this whole element that is just absent from the current element of Terminal Attack. Also, just to give myself a little bit of background and finals credibility, I have 400 hours on the game. I was diamond the previous 2 seasons, top 1,000 or whatever on the leaderboard. I didn't grind the game because I play a lot of Battlefield as my main content for this channel. But when I did have time, I loved playing the finals. I absolutely loved hopping off my squad, grinding ranked. And it's going to be difficult for me or my homies to hop on ranked this season and really grind it out. I haven't put in a ton of playtime on Terminal Attack so far, but I've done my placement matches. I'm gold, whatever. I'm ranked 3,000, whatever. I've had some playtime to be able to understand kind of how this mode falls in line with the game as a whole. And also just browsing Reddit today. I got into work today. It was a little bit of a slow day, so I was just browsing Reddit, kind of seeing how other people feel about the mode. And guess what? No one likes the mode. Literally no one. I'm scrolling through trying to find one positive comment on the subreddit talking about Terminal Attack. And people are just saying it's slow, it's boring, this is not what the game's built upon. The maps don't have the flow to it. So there's just a lot of problems here with the way that Embark decided to do ranked this season. I'm willing to invest the time into Terminal Attack and give it a proper chance, mainly for the Ruby AK skin, because I love the AK and I think it'd be sick to have that Ruby skin. But there's just a ton of problems. I don't have every single issue listed down here, but there's just a couple things I want to go over. In my opinion, the maps are way too big. They need to almost kind of divide the maps. Give us sections, cut the map in half or cut it into quarters. Give us sections of the map. And then on top of that, if they section off parts of the map for Terminal Attack, then that gives us the possibility for multiple layouts per map. So, Monaco, maybe there's 3 different Terminal Attack layouts for Monaco. Or, same thing can be said for Skyway Stadium. Maybe they could divide the map into a way that there's different layouts. I think that would be a potential improvement. They could, I played a lot of medium class in the past 2 seasons of Ranked, and the medium class in Terminal Attack feels pretty weak. I think Light's kind of leading the charge right now. So maybe buff the medium class. I understand having the heal beam in there is kind of weird. Maybe they could give it like a max cap of health, like 100 HP is the maximum amount you could heal. And then for the defibs, maybe they could give the defibs the ability to res one person, like a one-time use. I don't know. Maybe that's just completely game breaking. Let me know your thoughts on that. But the classes to me just don't really feel super balanced in this mode. And it's hard to balance between like cash out and this mode. Like it's very difficult to find that balance between the gadgets and the weapons. So, Embark they've really taken a massive gamble with this ranked mode. And overall the gameplay is just much slower. It's extremely slow, which is what most of these players are not used to compared to the past 6 months of gameplay, really. It's a massive change that these guys have decided to go with. It almost makes me think like, they have the World Series right now, right? Which is like kind of like a mini ranked, like a off-brand, like a ranked light, I don't know, diet ranked. Embark could have added the ranking system for Terminal Attack and World Tour, and potentially everyone would have been happy on paper. I understand World Series has ranks right now, but it's not an official ranked mode. So I almost kind of feel like they should have done Terminal Attack where, like how the World Series is right now, where it's kind of like a sub-ranked. They should have done Terminal Attack there. Terminal Attack should have been kind of like this little side ranked option that you could do. And then the main game mode should have stayed cash out, because guess what? The game's called the finals. The whole process of the game is going through a tournament, building yourself up through the bracket, and winning the final match, the finals, the final round. Like, so it just feels kind of like they're working backwards a little bit. And again, I understand they're trying to compete with games like CSGO, Valorant, trying to bring maybe a new audience, a new crowd into the game, which I can respect that. I respect them trying, but this is not the way. Another idea for ranked, like we've got cash out, we've got Terminal Attack, but like what if they had almost like a ranked rotation? Okay, so just hang on, bear with me. So we've got the ranked playlist. Like let's just say you've got a 3-stack, you want to queue up for ranked. Okay, we're queuing up. What if there's like 3 different modes that you're queuing up for? You could land in a Terminal Attack lobby. You could land in a cash out lobby. What if they added Capture the Flag, right? I feel like this game with Capture the Flag, with how the movement is and like how you can, mantle buildings and destruction, Capture the Flag in this game, in my head at least, would be insane. Continuing on, Power Shift. A lot of my homies and I think Power Shift would be kind of a fun little ranked mode to have. But kind of going back to what I was saying, like, what if there's these 4 different ranked playlists that we could have, and they can just kind of, like, you click ranked, and then who knows what kind of mode you're going to actually get. So that potentially could work. That could be an absolute cluster. I have no idea. Even though overall I am pretty disappointed with the Terminal Attack, like I said earlier, I'm going to give it a chance. I'm probably going to continue grinding it throughout the rest of the season, even though it's not really super enjoyable for me. But who knows? I might like find a new class or a new setup or a new whatever that I actually enjoy playing with and experimenting with. And the couple of rounds, I've played this mode solo and with friends. And you can technically solo queue with this mode and you can have decent results, but obviously playing with friends and especially moving up into the higher ranks, it might be necessary to have a squad to go in with the ranked team. I feel like this game still has so much to offer. From like, let's just go back to the casual perspective. I know we've talked a lot about ranked in this video, but let's go back to the casual perspective. I mean, for a person who's just logged on to this game, they don't want to play Terminal Attack. They want to get a feel for the weapons. They want to get a feel for the movement. They want to get a feel for the specials and the gadgets and all this kind of stuff. I always recommend first timers for this game to go play Power Shift because it feels more casual. You can experiment with guns and stuff. Obviously, you have the practice range, but Embark, can we do like a little 10-on-10 team deathmatch? Or can we do some more kind of casual modes? What about like King of the Hill? I talked earlier about Capture the Flag. Like, I feel like there's a lot of, maybe some, I hate to say this, but like, let's look at maybe X Defiant. Let's look at maybe, COD or something for some inspiration potentially for other game modes. I love the cash out mode in this game. I think it's phenomenal. I think it's unique. I love the cash out game mode. I don't want that to go anywhere. But, from a casual perspective, maybe there's other modes that would, lure people in. What about a gun game? A gun game could go crazy. What about like the custom experiences? Like, let's just kind of do a mini throwback to like Halo Forge, like in this game with the way the classes work and stuff. Like, what if there was like heavies only with sledgehammers, kind of like a griff ball type of thing, or snipers only with the light class, or mediums, and all you have is like a turret and a sword, or like I thought you could set up so many different cool aspects for this game, and especially with the way the Unreal Engine works, like the way the maps are built. Like imagine you and your friends could custom build, like you have a flat surface, completely flat map, you have all the resources on all the maps, and you could build your own custom map. Think about how crazy that could be for this game with the jump pads and stuff. You could build trash compactor from back in the day, cops and robbers. Like there's so much potential in the custom / casual aspect of this game. I really, really want to see Embark expand in these areas. I don't want to keep rambling too long, but thank you guys for watching to this point in the video. I really do appreciate it. Overall, I love the finals. I'm going to keep grinding it. I don't want this game to go anywhere. It's one of my favorite FPS games that have come out in a very long time. They do so many things right. The cosmetics, the music, the maps, the actual design of the game, the balancing is still a little bit iffy on certain aspects with the balancing, but it's the devs are aware. They are very active in the Discord. They are looking at all of this. They're monitoring this stuff. So I have faith. I have faith that the game will succeed. We just need to keep taking those steps in the right direction. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope that you enjoyed the gameplay in the background. Hope you enjoyed this little kind of Zena's little chit chat about ranked and about the finals season 3 so far. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Like and subscribe for more videos, and I will see you in the next one.